Hey everybody, it's your girl Delilah Fitness. Happy Monday. So today's Monday. I don't know if there's a holiday where you guys are at, but I just wanted to take this time out to introduce myself as you guys are coming in the room. It's early in the day, so we're all just waking up. How's everybody doing? So as you guys are coming in, just put your age and location, and salutation. So as you're coming in, age and location. Age and location. All right, let's see where everybody's from. Let's give everybody a round of applause for actually showing up. Thanks for showing up to the live. And I wanted to talk about something that's extremely important at any stage of evolution. Is movement. Salutations. London's in the house. Greetings, London. Happy Monday. All right, we got people 45, so somebody 45. All right, at the Bronx. So what is your age? All right, we got 61, Florida. Nice. Beverly, 61, New York. So you guys are pretty much around my age. I'm 57. And you know, as you start to mature, you get older, the body changes. It's almost like rigor mortis kicks in. So the stuff that we used to do in our 20s, a lot of us are not doing it anymore due to lack of movement. Now, I am someone who has been for over 30 years a movement specialist. I'm someone that opens and reawakens the body to its natural self. Since the days of hunting and gathering, we didn't lift a lot of weights when we were in the beginning. From our ancestors, we didn't lift a lot of weights. We actually did functional training. If you think about it, our ancestors did not go to the gym and they didn't pump weights. They didn't do chest. They didn't do back. They lived the life where it was fitness was built in. We are in an artificial reality right now due to the Industrial Revolution. A lot of things have changed, including our food. So just like there's GMOs and there's chemicals in the food, we have been tampered with our body. We have lack of movement and just being in an environment that's artificial. A gym is artificial. Let's be honest. Like I said, I can't see my hunters and gatherers going to the gym to lift weights. They basically hunted and they went miles and miles for their food. And that's how they lived. They lived by movement. Movement is life. Movement is liberating. If you think about, as we age, the body starts to close up. You'll start to see people who have kyphosis. The body starts to, if you don't use it, you lose it. So the body starts to shrink. You got kyphosis, you got lordosis. So as some of us age, we start losing our posture. We start looking like this. How many of you guys know people whose posture's changing and they're walking like this? Click one if you know somebody who's at a certain age, 70 or 80, which our ancestors didn't walk like this when they were 70 or 80. Due to the 21st century, we started eating fast food and we started neglecting our movement. So a lot of us, how many of you guys, click one if you know somebody who's losing their posture, who broke a hip, losing their balance. And the bottom line is that they're starting to deteriorate from internally. Click one if you know somebody or yourself that is losing your flexibility, you're losing your mobility, and a lot of you guys are just stiff. It's like rigor mortis. Like you're just like, you're basically, you're starting to see your body age. You can't do the fun things you used to do. You can't reach for something. You're pulling your back. Even when you get up out of bed, little things like getting out of bed is a chore now. It's a chore. You can't get out of bed. Your neck is hurting you. Your back is hurting. How many of you guys got friends that, you want to do fun things with them, but they're always in pain? How many of you guys know people like that? Let's talk about it. Now, even if you go to the gym and you're lifting weights, that's great. I'm not arguing with that. But you're not getting mobility and stability. As we age, the body starts to lose balance. I have seen people broke a hip. I've seen people who messed up their knees. And they've been doing years and years of running. And the bottom line is that they have lost their balance. They've lost their balance. So I wanted to, what is Delilah Fitness? So as a woman who's seasoned and has been in the fitness game for over 30 years, I know I'm not in my 20s. I know the things that I used to do and I used to eat is not working for me anymore. When I was in my 20s, I could stop eating a certain amount of food or a certain, go on a diet, and I would lose the weight, and it was quick. But now that I'm 57, the things that I used to do in my 20s are not working. Now, a lot of you guys are doing the same thing, like going on diets or doing exercises, which is great, but you need to take your exercise to the next level. If you know, as you're aging, that your body is not getting enough balance, there is certain exercises that you should be doing to maintain your mobility and stability. Very important to do that. Now, I'm going to show you like 2 exercises that I do. Now, who is Delilah Fitness? Who is this person? Who is Delilah Fitness that we see all the time making these juices? So Delilah Fitness is a certified cancer exercise specialist. I'm a certified fitness nutrition specialist. I'm a certified trainer and wellness coach. I have been in the fitness industry for well over 30 years. I have been in the fitness industry. 30 years. I've worked at Reebok, Equinox, New York Sports Club, Crunch, just to name a few top end facilities, till I started my own fitness practice. I've also, being in the fitness industry, I've incorporated yoga, Pilates, and weight training, and I created my own style of workout, Delilah Fitness technique. So it's the DFT technique, where I've incorporated weight training, Pilates, yoga, all in one, to get the benefits where my body is getting mobility, stability, is getting resistance training, all in one, and my cardio. So I've actually, like a jambalaya, I just put everything in one. After 30 years, I found what works for my body and what doesn't work, and that's the Delilah Fitness technique. So as a lot of you guys know, I am also an online coach, and a lot of you guys have never tried my technique. But my technique is fluent like water, but it's also solid like ice. So I've incorporated the two. So with that being said, I'm going to just show you just 2 things that I do that separates me from the pack. First and foremost, I am a big fan of mobility. Now, when I'm lifting weights, let's do exercise. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, I want to do my biceps. Let's just say biceps. So what I do, I don't just take the weights, right? And I don't stand on the floor and do this. I'm doing bicep curls, but I don't stand and do this. What I'll do is get the bozu. So watch this. This is going to challenge my balance. So I would get the half circle. They have this. And with my clients, my online clients, I'll illustrate how to do and use the bozu. Now, you notice this bozu is challenging my balance. Now, I'm activating my ankle. I got the weights in my hand. I'm activating my ankle. So to start out with, if you're doing bicep curls, now I'm challenged because I could actually fall on the floor, but I'm firing up my core. I'm firing up my quads by stabilizing myself on the bozu first. Now that I'm stable, I'm going to activate my biceps. So I'm still doing my bicep curls, but I'm also activating my core. I'm not doing a whole bunch of crunches. I'm firing up my balance. So right here, look at that. So this is what I do when I have my clients working with me, my online coaching clients. We do stuff like this. You can do side laterals and then take it down. I'm still balanced. So I'm still firing up my core, balancing, and I can do squats. So here, let's take it for example for a squat. So instead of doing squats on the floor, and I got the weights in my hand, I can do a squat, come up, do a shoulder press. Keeping my neck squat, I'm aware of my balance. I'm coming up, shoulder press. Again, a squat, coming up, shoulder press, down. Now, I'm still getting my resistance training in, but I'm also activating my core. I'm activating my core. I'm activating my ankles to make sure my ankles are fired up. So those are some exercises that I do. Now, another example of mobility, hip. A lot of time we sit a lot. We sit in a chair. We're at work and we're sitting. We're watching TV and we're sitting. We are animals. Unlike our ancestors that used to walk and they used to hunt for food, and they would move around and they would go and get food. So they're walking and they're going. We sit a lot and we get our food delivered to us. We used to go and get our food. So one of the things I do to activate my hip is I'll be in squat position, take it to the side, take it over, and have a seat. Notice how I'm having a seat. I'm coming up and switch. So I'm here, I'll come up, take it over to the opposite side, sit. So I'm activating the connective tissues in my hip. So I'm coming down, I'm coming up, not touching, and take it over. Up, and take it over, up, and take it over. Those exercises help with balance, mobility, blood flow in the connective tissues right here. Now, we have a lymphatic system. We have lymphatic stations. We have a lymphatic station in the armpits, in the neck, in the growing area, behind the legs. Now, the lymphatic system removes waste out of the body. It's the sewer system of the body. When I'm doing these movements, it helps pump and remove waste out of the body. So if anybody decides to work with me as your online fitness coach, those are some of the exercises, just a little, 1% of what I just showed you compared to where we're going to be doing. Also, animal flow. So I'm going to roll down on my spine, connect. I'm going to walk like an elephant, keeping my hands connected to the floor. I'm doing coordination. Activating my connective tissues in my shoulders. And coordination. Moving, using the body to work as one team. Not breaking up the body and doing chest one day, back the next. I'm using the body as one team. The body works as one team. You don't go to the grocery store and get your groceries. Your body is you're using your legs, you're grabbing the groceries, and you're walking. So as you're walking, you're doing functional training. As you're going up the stairs, your body is working as a team. When we lift weights, we get on the bench, we bench press, and you'll see a lot of bodybuilders, they're stiff. A lot of bodybuilders are stiff. There is no flexibility in the connective tissue. They're only working the bigger muscles. They're not working the connective tissues. You're as strong as your weakest muscle. So if you're not working your connective tissues, you'll notice they'll lift heavy weights and they'll tear something, or they'll start getting issues with their shoulders, their rotator cuffs. When working, doing balance, mobility, and also form. A lot of times you'll see people at the gym and they have horrible form. And as they add more load, weights to their workout, they'll end up injuring themselves because their form was off. So with Delilah Fitness, you're going to get corrective exercise, mobility, stability, resistance training, and flexibility. Win-win situation. And for those people who are 60, 70, 80 years old, this exercise regimen, the Delilah Fitness technique, is for everybody. It's for those people who are and who have been injured in the past and who wants to work out the scar tissues. So if you have scar tissues in your rotator cuffs, if you have scar tissues in your knees, you have a meniscus tear, and you have scar tissues, it's to help get the blood flow, to remove any type of scar tissues, to get the blood flowing back in the injured area. So we're going to work the muscles around so we can actually send some nutrition to the scar tissues, to the scarred area, to remove a lot of the waste out of that particular area, to get the blood flowing, to get that area back on track again. So as somebody who is passionate about movement and about the body, we want the body to flow. We want more balance. We want freedom in the body. We want to be able to move, and move with balance and grace, as opposed to being so stiff. I just worked out. Even Arnold is not Arnold anymore. If you look at Arnold, a lot of the bodybuilders from the old days, a lot of them are injured. A lot of them are injured, and unfortunately, a lot of them took steroids, so it wasn't real in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So we want to use the body and do functional training. We want the body to work fluently like water. We want to open up the connective tissues. We want to get the synovial fluids in the knees going. We want the body to be at its optimum, healthiest, internally and externally best. How many of you guys are interested, just out of a show of hands, are interested in working with Delilah Fitness and really connecting, getting that missing link with your fitness? You've been working, you've been doing the same thing and getting different results. And how many of you guys want to try something new? How many of you guys want to try something new that's really old? Because I'm just taking exercises from my past and I'm just like fusing them together. All right, so how many of you guys are interested in taking your exercise by click show of hands? How many people are interested? Just click I'm interested. I'm interested. I'm interested. I'm interested. Now you're talking to somebody that's 57. That's feeling her best. I got my second win in life. Going through menopause, and my body is amazing. No issues with my shoulders. No issues with my lower back. My balance is, hey, listen, at 57. Listen, I gotta tell you, at 57, I'm living my best life ever. I can stand on one leg. I can lift the leg up and do my yoga right here. How many people want their life back? How many people want at 50 and up, 40 and up? There's no reason why your posture and your sternum shouldn't be in alignment. How many of you guys want to work out that scoliosis, that kyphosis, and you really just want to get your posture back? I don't have to have breast implants. Because of my posture, my breast is upright. If I was like this, it would be, but I'm up. So I strengthen my back so my chest could be presented properly. So it's alignment of the spine. And so that's what I'm going to teach you. That's what Delilah Fitness is about. It's about living in this vehicle called your body pain-free. So I invite you guys to DM me the word coach today. DM me the word coach and let's get started. Let me say something at 57. And I'm going to say to everybody in this room, and I'm going to leave it at that. If you don't see yourself as worth it, then there's nothing that I can say. There's nothing I say. Because this is an investment towards your health. It's your package, your health package, where you're pouring into and investing in yourself. So you don't have to be in a nursing home. You're not going to get any bed sores. You don't have to wait for somebody to take you to the bathroom. You know, you're not in a nursing home. You're of sound mind and body at 70, 80, 90 years old. I got to tell you, I can't tell you how many times when I was a kid, I watched older people in their 70s in a nursing home, 80s in a nursing home, can't walk. Got to wait for somebody to take them to the bathroom and they end up wetting on themselves in the bed. You don't want that. You don't want that. So you have to invest in yourself. Work reverse. How do I avoid that? How do I avoid being in a nursing home? How do I avoid not living my healthiest and happiest life? Invest in yourself. Let me say something. One of the things that rich people do, now rich is a mindset. It's a mindset. Those people who invest in themselves benefit and live longer lives as opposed to those people who don't. And that's all I'm going to say. So I'm looking forward to working with a lot of you guys. Listen, I love you guys. And I'm saying this out of love. Over 30 years being in the industry. A woman like yourself, 57, gray hair, aging. But I'm embracing my aging and I'm embracing my body. And I'm giving my body movement medicine. I'm giving my body movement medicine. I'm waking up my body. I'm living my best life ever. I'm a kid again, and I have a second chance. And I want that for you. I want you to be pain-free and happy. All right? So let's do this. I'll see you guys. Again, click the word coach. Let's get started. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.